Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasha'Allah, Kohaloyim La Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakahakudash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, the great millstone who rule well, and about the spirit, taught us this beautiful truth, and just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai to the best of their ability. This is Yachanan Nawaf. Just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the spirit. And it's an article on what appears to be an Edomite. She could be an Israelite though. But overall, it says woman says she should have the right to work topless like male co-workers, right? So she wants to, just if she's doing this outside work, she wants to be able to just fling her shirt off and let them titties flop. But anyway, I mean, it is what it is. And this is the results of a wicked people running the kingdom. The women that, they have that ability to get abroad, and you could just see, and this is some Edomite shit. That's why I'm thinking she's an Edomite. Okay, but it says, and when we say Edomites, that's the biblical name for the so-called white race. And we say so-called white because she's not actually white. You know what I'm saying? Her teeth are like white, but she's pinkish to reddish in color. She's almost like the color of that seat belt that she has on. She's not actually white. That's a social construct that's made up by the so-called white man, because there's no such thing as white or black people. It's just different shades of red people on the planet and different shades of brown people. But it says H.I.M, the bikini tratty Fox, H.I.M Fox, so that's probably her influencer name, has slammed the fact that she's not allowed to work topless as a landscaper. Based in Sydney, the TikTok influencer was allegedly told by her boss that copying the guys in sweltering temperatures would be too much of a distraction. In a video uploaded to her social media channel, she stressed why are women's nipples offensive to be out on show, but men's aren't. It's a fucking 40-degree day today, and I'm the one that has to wear my shirt, or all the boys on the site don't have to wear theirs. Well, they should keep on a goddamn shirt too. Scriptures talks about, not seeing another person's nakedness, you know what I'm saying? And that really can phase off into that, because that's exactly what you're looking at. You're looking at a person's nakedness. And I hate seeing Edomites. I see them all the time fucking jogging through the parks and, just what they do, just looking disgusting, man. Red as hell, looking like a damn cherry, So you're not supposed to see people's nakedness like that, but that's some Edomite type shit. Quick to whip their shirt off, trying to show some damn muscles. Won't even have no muscles. Okay, but it says it's freaking double standards. It's sexist. I'm actually over it. I just want to be topless like the boys, but no, I will distract them. Girls, just free the tits. Fuck the boys. Yeah, go ahead and free them shits. Go ahead and do what you got to do. And, this will cause a whole bunch of sexual harassment suits and shit like that. Sexual harassment suits went through the roof when women start to get into the workforce, because they're the ones that's generally, suing for sexual harassment. Now, she could go topless and say the guys don't even check her ass out. She still be like sexual harassment. Well, why don't she just go start her own company? She could start her own company and do some Hooters type shit. Hire you a bunch of bitches. You know what I'm saying? And y'all I'm sure you get all the business. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to be out there cutting some damn grass with no damn tops on, and you throwing a bikini bottom, hell, you shit, probably even just go straight nude. And Esau, he's king of that too, with these nude beaches and stuff like that. He's the one that wants to be naked. Everything that the scripture says, this guy goes against, man. Like, for real. And these women being on a job, they generally are the ones that's getting promoted. Don't do none of the work that the men do. I've been there before. I can remember working this one job, and, you would get assigned your spot or whatever, what you're doing. And I can just remember how the men would just be finished within record time. We're there 8 hours, but, even if we stretched it out, you would be done by, 6 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. But at the end of the shift, This simp ass manager would always have us go to these other sections and help out the women that's been bullshitting all shift long. That shit used to piss me off. Like, well, shit, they been in here on their fucking phones all goddamn shift long, but because you simping and you flirting with every single one of them. But the men at the end of the shift have to go and pick up the slack to make sure that the next shift coming in, we wasn't getting no complaints. But these women wasn't doing shit. Some of them, they're making the same amount as you, but some of them, a lot of them were making more. If say for instance, you just coming in on the job and she's been there 3 years already. Yeah, she's making more money than you, but you got to go and help her ass out to pick up the slack off of what she hasn't been doing all night. And it used to be all of them. That's like right now I'm at the plantation right now. It's a place that I be passing. They've been doing a lot of construction. Now the men out there busting their ass. It's like 3 women. You know what those women are doing? They holding up little signs, of directing traffic, telling people to slow down or stop while the big mechanical equipment or whatever is being moved. Little stuff like that. But other than that, if that's not going down, they sitting in their vehicle with the air conditioner on. The men are out there still busting their ass. Anyway, let me just grab this scripture though, because this scripture do come to mind. Because Esau, he done flipped everything upside down. This goddamn Edomites. Boy, these motherfuckers, boy, come blowing through on a motorcycle when we're playing that whack-ass music. We almost out of here, man. Isaiah 5:20, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. And that's overall what Esau has done. He has flipped things upside down. Now these women are out here in a position that they shouldn't even be in, usurping authority over the man, because the scripture says that these women should be at home, man, having damn, children, man, trying to, continue their race because they're dying off quicker than they're being born. And she's out here talking about, show your tits to your man. Turn his ass on. Let him pump you up and keep you, help your race out. Man, I said let him go for it, though. 2 Timothy 2:11, let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. Here she goes. She's at another man's job, running her mouth about why she can't take off her shirt and show her tits. All she got to do is just go start her own company. And I'm willing to bet you she banked. But guess what? You're going to have a lot of dudes pulling up, taking pictures, gawking, talking shit. And then they're going to be mad. Well, where are the men that's supposed to protect us, when we're being harassed? She'd expect every dude at that job to put their life on the line in case somebody rolls by. And she stops and she's got a caravan of attention. Guys honking their horns and shit. She want those guys that's around her, to stop doing their work to come and protect her ass. I'm willing to bet you that. So they get the best of both worlds. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But, that's the reason why we need out of this man's kingdom, man. Okay, but it says the tradeswoman rant received mixed reactions overall, with many of her fans in agreement while others sided with the site manager. It ain't the lads you work with that would be complaining. Direct the hate towards those running the show. Read one message. Doing construction in the AZ heat, I actually prefer wearing long sleeve shirts, keeping you from burning, and the sweat soaking up in the shirt keeps you cooler. Well, that would be your reasonable way to do it. I mean, that's why you'll see, you might be looking at somebody and they're doing work in hot weather and they'll have on a hoodie. But that's actually the smarter way to do it because it covers you from, the sun. But that sweat that you build up, it basically wets the shirt and it's actually a cooler. You'll be a lot cooler in a hoodie than as opposed to just having, or just out there with your damn shirt off, because you're gonna get burned. You already know she's gonna get that cherry on top. Okay, it says, meanwhile, Fox also discussed the topic with news.com, arguing that her anatomy should be simply considered natural instead of distracting. I thought it was only fair if I could get mine off too, she said. I have no shame in getting my boobs out. Well, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. You should be doing that on your free time. I bet you she's not going to jump in her car and go to Burger King afterwards or some shit to get her some lunch with her damn shirt off. Then again, she might. But she wants that attention at that job. Yeah, just go and do everything that you do. You can do it. Go ahead and do it. Like, what the fuck is stopping you from going out in public with your shirt off, other than it may be against the law and go sue the damn city. Go sue the state. Work it out. But in the meanwhile, shit, hey, go do that shit. I don't see why you wouldn't. Why, you feeling that way. I'm willing to bet you she probably don't have no children. She wouldn't show up at her child's school with her damn shirt off. She's at the parents teachers conference meeting with her damn shirt off. And you see these so-called white women, they're brazen too, because there's nothing for them to whip their titty out in public. Now they got like these covers. You'll have some that will use some decency by using a cover while breastfeeding their babies. But I can remember back, shit, man, they was going hardcore about whipping them big ass titties out anywhere. Titty on the bus, titty in the food court, titty in the mall, titty, and they ain't minded. This is natural. Well, all right, well, naturally take your ass home and feed your baby. You just out in public and everybody get to see you, and then you wondering why somebody looking at you. Anyway, she says, I don't think it should be distracting, because at the end of the day, they're just a natural thing. If you're going to be childish and feel like they're going to be distracting, then you should just grow up. See, this is the craziness of Esau's kingdom, man. That was pretty much the article. It wasn't a whole bunch to it, but she wants attention. She would prefer to just, I'm sure they probably got some little nudity beaches and shit over there that she can go and, do her thing too. But this is attention that she wants, She's not talking about, she's strictly talking about this job where other guys work at. She's not talking about going out in public like I should be able to drive my car with my tits out. You know what I'm saying? I should be able to even cut my own grass with my tits out. I should be able to go into the church with my tits out. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, this man's kingdom is through, man. And they say you can tell a kingdom by their women, and Esau, yeah, y'all done lost real bad, man. And you done it to yourself. Actually, really, you've done this to yourself. Because you're the one that's in power. You actually have the power to cut and stop all this shit. You created this problem for yourself. Really, in reality, they're reaping what they've sown with destroying our women and our families. Because you think a chick like this right here would listen to a husband or be submissive to a husband? You should have your tits out while you cooking this boy some damn food. Bringing him a damn meal with some tits out. You know what I'm saying? Letting him, impregnate your ass and helping your race continue to grow. While you out, you know what I'm saying, got a damn landscaping job, you know what I'm saying, to wanna and who knows how many dudes on the job that already hit. She's not this virgin. Anybody ranting about something like that? Nah, man, come on. She probably is a baby mama. She probably got multiple baby daddies. I wouldn't doubt that. I would have liked to have seen, do you even have anything, or what, you got some of them bee stings? Yeah, run on, you got some of them 12-year-old bee stings you trying to show. Anyway, man, I'm gonna end out. I just saw this and was like, damn, but this is the world we're living in. We almost out of here. And this is a beautiful thing, because this is the fall of this man's kingdom. Let me grab that real quick. She wants to get out here and show them things, man. But like I said again, see, the thing about something like that is if someone was to come up and get to, talking shit to her about them shits being out, or guys just pulling up, and they just pulling up on the curb and just stopping and just filming your ass, she'll feel like that's harassment. And then she'll want those very guys that she's working with to come to her aid. She's this woman in distress, this little damsel in distress. While creating a problem, fuck around and get one of these dudes ass whooped or killed. Another dude going to jail. It's the same old thing, man. This is Esau's kingdom. Sirach 25:7. There'll be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man to have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. And that's what we're witnessing. The fall of an enemy, man. Because when your women get like this in society, you're done. You're toast, man. Toast. You think somebody like, matter of fact, you seen this French president, Macron, his woman all smushing him in the damn face and shit, all disrespectful while he's on a presidential, on the presidential plane, about to get off the plane in another country, and just so happened the door opens while she's smushing him in his damn face, all disrespectful, right? You think somebody like Melania Trump really respects Trump? Man, Trump probably has never even slept in a bed with that woman at the same time, man. She probably got a whole nother wing of the house. You think Melania Trump is dealing with Trump? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all for show. He don't have no control come on, bro. Let's just be honest here. None of those dudes. Maybe J.D. Vance, he might be dealing with that little Indian woman in some type of way. She probably submissive in some type of way. But other than that, man, you look at the average so-called white guy, these leaders especially, man, they women are through. They go along with their daughters. Their daughters turn out to be slut buckets. You be surprised. You be surprised, man. Yeah, so I'm going to end off there, man. I just found this to be interesting. Beautiful thing. I say, girl, go ahead and start your own landscaping company. Get you about 10 blondes with the bouncing betties and go do you a Hooters type hookup. And I'm willing to bet you, they'll get all the business from a bunch of perverts and weirdos, harass. Yeah, why don't you come on in for a cup of tea? Yeah, would you like a cold iced tea? Just incredible. Anyway, with that, I pray that the lesson was edifying. Kwame Yashal on the Bible Ball.